about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A give left side to Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Again, it's Cook. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work down inside the 45. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage blitz by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now the Dolphins are going to hold the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down. Here's Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins again. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
And going to the air on the opening drive. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins will just pop this forward. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The slot man in motion right. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Tua to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Swings this out here for Cohen. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl quarterback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point being good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. Cohen missed all of 2021 while trying to recover from a torn ACL suffered the year before. For a one-time All-Pro and one of the league's best young receiving backs, you certainly want to see him return to form and continue a promising young career.
On play action, here's Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Throwing is Cousins. They'll roll him out right.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Matt Araiza now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
A first down throw for Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins now.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum. They're forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. It's a window maneuver. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They run it again with Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
No wasted time for Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. working out of the gun. Cousins going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on second down. Cousins. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Cousins on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll throw again. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13 from Viking territory now. They'll come on 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he gets it down to the 32. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Tua going to throw. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. That was 1st and 10 at the 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 19 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Quickly to Hawkinson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Tua.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Cook, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, this 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again. Here in the 4th.
Cousins will try and throw. Pass incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And some room to run now. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'm warned against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. First down, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Again, it's Cousins. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.